Welcome to another episode of The Life of Styn. Today we're going to be talking about, obviously, what you saw in the title, the importance of balance, and the balance that exists in the universe as well. Now, balance is so important in all aspects of life, especially if you want to generate, the life that you want, and especially one that lives in peace and harmony. There are plenty of examples of the distress and suffering that can come from an imbalance in one's life. So, for example, when you have too much love and not enough wisdom, that tips the scale in life, and that's where we find the people pleasers. Um, and they tend to kill themselves for others. And likewise, with too much wisdom and not enough love, we end up isolating ourselves from others, and we think we know how to solve everything. And then when we take pride in our wisdom, that's the same exact moment that we become the fool. It is the same as displaying ignorance. Another example is too much doing and not enough being. So we end up burning ourselves out, we overwork, and counterintuitively, when you work so much, you actually put out poor quality work, or sometimes you even do less work. Likewise, when we do too much being and not enough doing, we become the lazy, jobless slob in their mother's basement, not doing anything, and actually not truly being either. Now, the universe displays perfect balance at all times. Otherwise, the universe would not be. And have you ever noticed that if there is an imbalance in nature or the universe, it usually tends itself out, or even in yourself, and balance itself once more? Now, whether you do it consciously or not, the law will act as the law will. There are plenty of examples of this happening. Just like the 7 Hermetic principles I talked about in an earlier episode, you can start to see them display themselves in polarity, in rhythm, in correspondence. It's all law. The balance of the universe shows itself. Now, here's the cool thing about using the laws of the universe to balance your life or to manifest or create a certain state of mind. Whatever it may be, is that the law has no choice. The law is immutable and it doesn't change. So when you stop ignoring the laws that the universe works under and start using them, you can start to create your desired effects. You can transform yourself and your life exactly how you want. And the law has no choice but to obey law. But when it comes to balancing your life, just like everything I talk about, I can only talk about theory, concepts, advice, techniques, all which have no actual substance until you take it and actualize it. Only you can tell yourself what you need, but to discover that, you have to be brutally honest with yourself and actually go way deeper than the surface shows. What do you need more of or less of, and why? Sometimes we think we need more peaceful times and less chaotic times, but sometimes that's just because we reject the chaotic times and see them as bad instead of opportunities to grow. Okay? We need to balance our emotions in life the same way. I hate to say it, but life is a combination of all emotions, happy and sad, good and bad. Neither is better than one another, and we need to stop being so biased. And once we do, as to what emotions we feel, we can start to learn how to dance in the rain. Society's fucked the whole understanding of how we work and how the universe works. And actually, it's just because most of it we just aren't taught. The school system teaches you how to be a member of society. It teaches you how to be an employee, and it doesn't even do that well. They say memorize these answers, regurgitate them. You aren't taught the psychology of the mind and independent original thinking. Go figure that the majority of the people I know have anxiety and depression. It's not because there's anything wrong with them, it's because what we are indoctrined with and told growing up by our peers and our parents. It's inherently stressful and depressing. When you're a child, you have all these wondrous feelings towards life and all these ambitions and all of these, wonderful things. And when quote unquote reality hits, your life is robbed of joy, happiness, etc. Society tells you to shut down your imagination, your critical thinking, and you think that's just becoming an adult. All of that is subjective and not actually grounded in truth. Okay? It's just the life you were indoctrinated with is inherently full of anxiety and depression. You're told to worry about a bunch of shit that doesn't matter, and you're also told that you aren't a human worthy of life unless you meet a certain prerequisite of doing and accomplishing. And now you actually believe that that's how life is. Now I'm here to tell you that's wrong. Life can be one of the most amazing, precious things, but all I can share with you is possibilities. But it's up to you to take these theories, concepts, and actually do the work. If you just listen to all these videos, because they sound amazing and they stimulate you intellectually or whatever it may be, but you don't do the practices and incorporate the knowledge that you've inherited, you are just mentally masturbating, and you'll never actually grow that way. You can listen to 1,000 hours of self-development, but if you don't actually do the work, do the meditations, do the practices, do the assignments, don't be surprised when you don't actually make any positive changes in your life or grow. And then you're just going to say, it doesn't work, I tried it. Making changes in your life will be difficult at first, okay? After all, we're reprogramming the mind and, the system, but have faith and keep pushing. I may seem like I got it all figured out, but trust me, I don't. I'm figuring out more about myself every day, and that'll never stop. I'm also trying to embody everything I teach. The theory and practice are great, but the final step is embodiment. Okay, but there is one thing that I can guarantee, and it's that you can create the life that you want for yourself, because I've done that for myself. I've gone to a place from the bottom of hating my life, hating myself, hating just literally hate and rejection of everything, and going on the complete flip side of that, where I love my life, I love myself, I love everything about, and I actually creating the life I want to create. I'm living the dreams I thought were, inachievable. They are, and I'm going to show you how through all of these videos we do, so that you can be the best that you can be. Okay, but now honestly, how can you balance your life? Well, let me give you some advice. One, put you first. Then put you on your schedule first. Then schedule life afterwards, okay? Give yourself permission to honor your own needs for rest, exercise, recreation, whatever it is. Put yourself first, okay? It's not selfish. Everyone you care for benefits from this. Imagine if I'm 10 times stronger and wiser, okay? What do you think that does for all the people around me? It does way more than if I martyrdom myself for others. Same with you. If you make yourself 10 times stronger and wiser, don't you think that would be so much more beneficial to the people around you in your life? I mean, that's just simple. Now, number two, simplify your life. Start to identify the things that drain you and replace them with people, activities, and things that spark joy, and that will enhance your life balance. Number three, learn to say no. Learn to say no. It's okay to say no. Without this critical skill, your time and your life isn't going to be your own. Okay? Number four, financial and emotional well-being are connected. Okay? Don't allow yourself to think you're trapped in debt and helplessness. Face the pain of your situation. Make a plan to put your finances in order. Remember, poverty is a mindset, and it's been ingrained in us. Okay? It is actually possible to escape this. I used to think, we don't have enough. There's never enough. I can't make enough money. How am I going to make bills work? How am I going to make ends work? And literally just so much suffering comes from that. You can escape that, okay? And there will be plenty of videos on how to escape that slavery of the mind, of not having enough, of not paying the bills, of, just living homeless and hungry and all of those things. You can escape that, okay? And you can also live the life you want to live, do the things you want to do while making an income that way. Okay, but it's a long road. But just know it is possible to escape that mindset. 5, identify activities that give you energy. Be sure they're in your schedule and you'll discover your fatigue disappearing. Okay, do things that you actually want to do. That actually helps you, bring a sense of worth into your life instead of just doing all the things that make you money or any of these things. They don't actually help you feel like you're living life. You just feel like you're living to work, not working to live, okay? 6, surround yourself with high quality relationships, okay? Obviously, the biggest draining thing is toxic relationships with friends, family, your partner, whatever it is. Seek relationships that support, challenge, and encourage you to be balanced and grow. And if somebody doesn't want that for you, then they're probably not someone you should keep around in your life anyway. Okay, if they can't celebrate your successes, want better for you, want you to grow, all of that, then you probably don't need them in your life, especially if they're a problem creator. There are plenty of people in their lives who are always good. They always have something wrong. There's never anything right in life ever. There's always something. That's not because that's actually the case in life, but that's because the mindset they do generates and manifests problems. Okay, those type of people can be very very bad for you, very bad for your mental health. So just decide who actually serves you, who doesn't, and we can use each other to help ourselves grow. Okay, 7, design a routine that allows you to accomplish what you need to get through your week smoothly. Don't run your life into a chaos and crisis mode. 8, assess the use of technology in your life. Does it decrease your stress, increase your stress? Just be sure you're managing that. If the news is always stressing you out, you can just turn that off and then boom, no more stress. Okay, whatever it is, manage your tools, don't let them manage you. 9, focus on your aware self. Okay, find a quiet, still place to connect to your inner wisdom and practice meditation on a daily basis, or journal, or something like that, or crochet, or read, whatever it is. Have some you time. And honestly, like on the days I struggle the most, meditation is a huge dissolver of my poor mental state. Okay, because it connects me back to pure awareness. We usually identify ourselves with our thoughts and emotions and give them power, which can create a lot of suffering in our lives. And once again, I hate to say it, but they are just thoughts and feelings. You can be validated in your thoughts and feelings, don't get me wrong, but they're only as strong as the power you give them. If you separate yourself from your thoughts and feelings and actually look at them from an outside perspective, you usually can tend to dissolve them pretty quickly. Because I know overthinking, especially in our society, is such a huge thing, and that can be dissolved, where the mind doesn't control you, you control the mind. Now, the light of awareness can dissolve the darkness of the soul, but you have to shine your light there. You don't push out darkness by forcing it out. You introduce the light, and guess what? Darkness disappears. How do you get rid of the darkness in a room? You turn on the light. Okay, you don't go in the room and try to push all the light out. It doesn't work like that. Our lives work the same way. Life is very counterintuitive, and we usually create many imbalances by thinking we know what we're doing. There's so much more I can say on all of this, and more I could say about balancing our lives, or showing you the balance of the universe, as well as diverging into the spider web of topics that I could bring up as well. But for now, I'm going to leave it at that. All right. If you have any questions, please comment. If you need help, reach out to me or to someone close to you. Asking for help is not a weakness, and you don't have to do this alone. If we all stand together, we have the power to do anything. Alone, we crumble under the weight of the world. But that's also what you need to decide. What do you need? Me personally, I love being alone. I love being by myself and my thoughts and my emotions, just being and experiencing. Okay, I needed to learn how to love others, how to accept others, how to not feel so alone with others, and feel most not alone when I was alone. Okay, your journey is unique to you, and only you can tread it. Okay, only you can hold the pain and joy that you've carried, and you're responsible for your life moving forward. Quit playing the victim. Be accountable for your life. After all, think about it. If your thoughts, feelings, emotions, beliefs, etc., if they create your reality, then you're literally responsible for how your life is now. Okay? And when you let the world around you push and pull you and dictate how you feel and how you are, you can kind of see how fragile you are. And don't be surprised when it's not what you want and when you break. Listen, it's okay to not be okay, of course, but it's also okay to be okay. And once we can acknowledge the role we play in our own suffering is usually when we can tend to dissolve it. So balance your life, figure out what that is for you. For me, obviously I have to work. Everyone, because, and I don't have to work, but the thing is I do want to maintain a house and some pleasures and stuff like that. But I'm also totally okay with dropping everything and going and living in a cave like a monk, or going to whatever it is. I'm totally okay with how life unravels, but a lot of people aren't. And so now if I want to create an environment for others in which we can all grow, then you know what? I'm going to work, make sure I can purchase all of the things we want to purchase, we can live the way we want to live. And so I have to work, obviously, so I have to fit that into my schedule. Okay, but other than when I work, what do I need? Do I need self-care? Do I need to shower? Do I need to play some video games? Do I need to meditate? Whatever it is. On the weekends, okay, I'm going to hang out with friends. Okay, I'm only going to do that once a week, or on one night, because otherwise I do too much of one thing and not enough of the other, and then I actually drain myself and I feel depressed. So even in my own life, it takes a lot of balance, and sometimes it changes. Sometimes I'm like, okay, look, I'm just not in the mood. I can't hang out. I just need some time for me. I'm, even if a lot of people really want me there, or they really look forward to hanging out on the weekend, I'm not responsible for their emotions or their feelings or any of that. Okay, I need to put me first so that I can be the best version of myself that I can, and then I can help others. Okay, you aren't responsible for anyone else's feelings. Okay, you're not responsible for anyone's happiness. You are setting yourself up for failure. The only thing you can control is your emotions, your feelings, your thoughts, your actions, your happiness. Anything else, the more you try to control it, the less control you seem to actually have. Okay, on Sundays, I shoot these videos and then I tend to relax. It's like my relax day. Saturday, I pretty much do my shopping. I do all of my stuff that I think I need to get done for my, to be ready for the work week. And that way, Sundays, I can just relax. I can shoot these videos, which I really enjoy doing. I have a good passion about it. I feel so revitalized after I do these videos. I feel so good, and then I relax. I do whatever I want to do, so that now on Monday, when Monday rolls around and I have to work, that I'm ready for the week. And then I can actually enjoy my week as much as I enjoy my weekend. But to balance your life, you have to just decide what you need for yourself and stick yourself to it. It's hard to discipline yourself sometimes to those routines of working out, showering, brushing your teeth, doing all this. But if you notice yourself enjoying your life a lot more, then it'd be nice if you could discipline yourself to doing that. Okay, now if you want me to help you balance your life, reach out to me and I will help you. Okay, if you and if you don't want to reach out, that's fine. But keep listening every week. Join me on this journey. Nobody can walk this road but you. But guess what? I can hold your hand as we go on this journey we call life. No destination in sight. The journey is the destination. Now, before I go on too long, like, subscribe, hit the bell, share with a friend, get this out there. I want to help pull others out of the mud and into the best versions of themselves that they can be. And one by one, we can create the best reality imaginable. Okay? Have the day you were meant to have.